It was bad. I mean, there were times you were in first place. Someone DM'd me, I didn't see this, but they were saying in one of the events that Ben Smith won, and they didn't have the camera on him
Sevan.
as he crossed the finish line. What?
So
Tell
there's
me.
this is something that I've been involved with.
Only if you agree with me, Brian. Only if you agree with me.
You have to wait. You have to wait for the conclusion. This is something that I've been involved with.
The conclusion is you're right, Sevan. You're right, Sevan.
And at a lot of the sanctional events, and there's a problem with the big problem is the floor layout and the inability for the companies that are covering the events to adapt to the floor layout, in my opinion. So the traditional layout of the regional floors is the long floor that's very easy to shoot and to capture the width of the floor. But like events like Wadapalooza and the Mid-Atlantic CrossFit Challenge this weekend, unlike Torium Pro, didn't have that long setup. They had the wide setup. And then it's much more difficult to capture the totality of what's happening on the floor, so you have to approach it with a different plan. The team that was working there at the games, or at Mid-Atlantic, is the games team. Like, they're the ones who cover the games, but they're so used to that long competition floor because that's what Dave always wants. They need to, I'm telling you, they need to adapt their approach to make sure that they don't miss the
So
stories.
you don't think it's a bias on Travis? What's your last name?
100%. No, I'm just kidding. I think there should be one screen that shows everybody. That is just the floor, and it shows every single person going at one time. And then if you want the option to see how the actual whatever second camera person is doing that is following around whatever with the announcers and how they're communicating that, then you have that option. Because I think even for like people at home that couldn't come watch, so like my whole family, in those moments when it's like I want to see what's actually happening, you can still pan out and see every single person, which I'm like, that can't be that hard to figure out. Like, you just have one camera that's.
But how would I do that on YouTube? I'm watching YouTube.
Yeah, that ain't my problem. I'm not the guy to figure that out.
Well,
you're just the idea guy.
The ideas.
There are ways to do it, and Loud and Live did it for that online competition last in like the fall-winter area. They had the opportunity to select which athlete you wanted to watch, or you could watch all of them at once.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Well, either way, they could have cut to you more. There was a lot of times when you were in first place or tied for first place during the events, and it was just it was driving me fucking nuts.
I know. I saw your stories. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I didn't tag you in some of those because I was using a lot of profanity, and I think of you as sort of like a more clean-cut guy. I'm like, I really don't want to see this.
Let it rip. Let it rip. I love it. Fires me up. Gets me going. I mean, it's definitely frustrating on my side because I mean, I've been in this game for a long time now, and like legitimately, Sean Woodley called me Travis Williams on the podcast or on the announcement. Like, Travis Williams takes the heat. Okay, like. There's I get it. The dude dropped out of the competition because he had to go work or something, but like, he's not even in the event and you're getting the name wrong. Like, I mean, it's
Sean Woodley.
And then Morning Chalk Up has messed it up about 10 times. And I think I'm finally to the point of like, at first it was kind of funny. Like, oh, they're just doing this out of like spite and as a joke. But now it's just to the point of like, all right, this is kind of really annoying. And then even my wife, when I got home, she did like a whole, so when I got home, all the kids were outside, and then there was like a podium, and then it gave me, she wrote on a sheet of paper, "Hello, my name is Travis Mayer," and then like created a whole video out of it, like, oh, maybe they'll remember your name now, and all this stuff. Like, when I got home, like literally as soon as I got out of the car, it was great. But yeah, it's just,
did the kids watch
it's just annoying, to be honest, on my side.
Did the kids watch it?
Yeah,